Hello guys, how's it going? And welcome back to an alright podcast. Remember, it's not the best podcast, but it's not the worst podcast. It's just an alright podcast. Guys, this is episode 50 of the podcast, and I got a special guest, the first celebrity on the actual podcast himself, Sir Stevo Timothy. Hello, how are you? How's it going?
How's things? I don't think you're meant to call disabled people special anymore. I take umbrage with that.
Sorry.
We start off with an non-PC joke. You're talking to me. Just expect it.
Yeah. No.
How's life?
All good, man. I wanted to get someone on for the 50th podcast, a guest, but not like just a normal guest that I usually get on. Someone that's known, that's well known, you know, especially in Ireland.
To my own detriment.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, could you give a bit of introduction about yourself, please? Who you are, just for the people that don't know or that maybe don't know.
Stevo Timothy, I'm from Galway. Probably best known for the infamous Farmer Michael and Kathleen sketches, where we pull the piss out of just about anything. There is boundaries that we don't cross, but people don't think that, but there is. And we touch on topics that the usual people that are making videos don't touch on. We touch on everything, but we try and do it in a satirical way where Michael is mimicking the views of outdated, backward gobshites.
Yeah. There was a lot of thought that went into it anyway. There was a lot. I want to talk about that, yeah. Like
some sketches obviously are just toilet humor or done about football, but there's a message there. Yeah. And if you watch them long enough, you kind of get where Michael's coming from. You'll get what we're trying to do through it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Is that something you were interested in since you were like a kid, like to do all them sketches? When did it start coming about that you were like, right, I want to make these videos. I want to put comedy videos out?
About 5 years ago, I was sitting in the car with my brother in Ayr Square in town, and I just said, record me there for the crack, and I'll do like a farmer accent, because I used to do hundreds of different accents, but I loved doing a kind of farmer one, and I used to love doing kind of farmer bogger based kind of raps. Yeah. So that's how it just kicked off, and had them on my phone for a while and didn't do anything with them, and one day I popped them up on Facebook and just kind of went a bit mad then, and the rest is history, I suppose. And it wasn't particularly one of my most enjoyable to portray characters, but he ended up being the most popular, you know what I mean? So what can you do? That's
very interesting that like you didn't really have an interest in it when you were younger, and it was just started off from a video itself. Because most people that make videos would be like that. They'd start off from a young age.
But I was always like, Irish people are all comedians anyway, and I was always the class clown. And I got kicked out of school for being the joker. So I was always that type of person. Yeah. But I'd have never had the courage to get up on stage. But obviously the dawn of Facebook and Instagram and all these things, then that kind of... Yeah. That was the medium that really made us explode, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And what is it like for someone like me? I started doing YouTube 5 years ago, and I make comedy sketches and so. And for what's it like for someone that when you get a really good reaction? Like, can you remember the first ever time when you put up that video, or the first ever big video you put up that got a really good response? What was your feeling? What did you go through? Like, what was the feelings and so, the excitement?
Kind of fear initially, because I woke up one morning after putting up the video. Ballinasloe farmer calls out Conor McGregor because I was blaming him for stealing my fashion sense, because I remember people telling me, you dress like Conor McGregor, and I was like,
I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that fella? I've been wearing blazers for donkey's ears and dicky bows when I go out and shit. So who the hell is this lad? So I said I'd do a video that he stole my sense, and next day it was on like Lad Bible and
Jesus Christ,
Joe.ie and Benchwarmers and all these, and I was like, fucking hell. And I remember coming back, I was going up to Meath with my friend to get wheels for his car. And I came back and we went into Supermax, and people were recognizing me and coming over. And then I was like, I don't know if I like this shit. Yeah. So I didn't do anything for a while. And then I said, look, kind of in the game now, fuck it, I'll throw up a few more and see what happens. Yeah. And it just it became a cult following within a week. It became a kind of, you know what I mean? It was crazy. Like, it was nice, but it was crazy.
It's always, it's just that one video that can get you recognized. You can make loads of videos. It's that one video can change literally your whole life. Like, it can change the way.
Absolutely. Day by day. That can happen numerous times.
Yeah.
Because like we were kind of saturating Ireland, and then we done one video about Willie Rooney giving up international football, because I called him Willie Rooney. With Everington. And that went
Yeah,
big
yeah.
over there. And then that
Yeah.
exploded our reach over there. So now when we're doing shows, like in Britain, it's the big shows.
Yeah.
That's where our big crowd is.
Yeah.
Here it's just kind of small fry, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
But that's what I was going to ask as well, because you went over to England and saw that as well, and like Liverpool, Manchester, and you went over and you started doing comedy gigs, isn't it? What stand up would it be? Would it be stand up comedy gigs, kind of like in like
We're
with your
basically
own
doing Farmer
style?
Michael. Yeah, Farmer Michael and Kathleen sitting in two armchairs discussing topics of the globe.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Throwing in we'd relive a few of the classic sketches, because when we first started doing it, people would be shouting up, do the Prince one or do the Oscar Pistorius one. So
yeah,
you almost had, it's like if you're a band, like do that song, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to kind of incorporate those into it. So we do that, and we don't mind doing it. You do get kind of tired of doing the same kind of things on stage, but there's always something different with our show. There's always going to be something that I'll see or something that'll pop into my mind, and I'll go off in a 5-minute like rant that everyone will love, and I'll be thinking in my head like, remember that one, Steve? Remember that? What was that bit we said there? And then you forget it, and you're like, ah, shit. But if you can remember,
record them. Do you record them as well? Like, do you record them so you can watch them back, just in case there is like, do you watch yourself back saying that, right, this works, this doesn't work?
No, we've never done that once.
No.
Never done it. I know a lot of comedians do it. We have never done it.
Yeah.
And we've never. We rewrite our material as we go. So something like happened by accident, like I was saying, and it's like that's gonna into the set. So because that's a better judge. Because if we have a new show coming out and we have a whole new set, and we're going to trial it in a little comedy club with 20 people, you have no idea whether that's funny or not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you need to be in a crowd of 300-400 people.
Yeah,
you really do, because that's who you're going to be delivering that new set to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I think it's better just to work out things. If it falls on its arse, it falls on its arse. It's one little gag. It's one 2-3 minute gag. Cut it out. Don't do it again. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Like, and people aren't going to hate you for it or anything. You know what I mean? And anyways, like, you make a joke about it anyway. Well, that one didn't work, Kathleen. You wrote that one. You know, so you get a giggle anyway. So like, you turn it around on its arse. You know what I mean? So you just keep up with it.
I started. I used to do stand up when I was 18, and then I recently started doing it this year again. And I was getting really good responses, and I even got invited down to Navan to do a stand up gig, and it went well. Yeah. But the last one I done now before the coronavirus started was my first ever time bombing. Like, it didn't go well, and I was like, shit. Was there any shows that you like were going, right, this is going to be a good show? Do you expect them to? What's your expectations when you're going to do these shows?
I think if you're more confident,
fans are going to come out and do it.
If you're more confident and your expectations are a bit higher, you're more relaxed. Even though I do be having panic attacks before shows, but once you get out there, you learn to know that this room, everyone's there to see you. These are like at your beck and call. You own this room for your hour or whatever. Like, this is all yours. Yeah. Like, so whatever I do, and plus now we have the luxury of people are coming to see us. So it's not random 20 foreigners coming into a little comedy club in Galway. Yeah. And you're doing it with 6 other lads, and people are going, what the hell is going on here?
It's
Even though
that
audience.
It's your audience. They know what they're coming to see, basically.
Exactly. So we have the luxury to be able to break into that and do our own shows and not have to be reliant on comedy clubs. But obviously we've done that in the beginning, and it bombed sometimes, and you felt like, literally, you felt like killing yourself. Yeah. You felt that shit about it.
Oh, I felt so bad. I was on the bus going, I'm not fucking doing it again.
Yeah. You feel like packing it in. I'm stupid. I'm crap at this. What am I doing? And you'll watch some other comedian on TV that night and go, look at, how can I be that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How the fuck is he doing this? Yeah.
So it's trial and error, man, and keep pushing it. You know what I mean? And obviously online sketches in conjunction with it.
Yeah. I'm kind of gonna go off that segment and go into the 5K cycle as well that you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. The kamikaze.
How did that come about? Why did you want it? What's the reason for doing this?
Well, it kind of came about initially. They contacted me and asked would I be able to help with a fundraiser or something like that, as far as memory serves me. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll actually do something myself. So I was going to do a 5K on the exercise bike, or I was going to do something on the exercise bike and film it or whatever and try and raise $1,000. So then I said, no, I'm going to do 5K in the real world on an actual bike. I'm going to get my arse on a real bike and do that. And obviously, I've had a long relationship with the IWX. It's the Irish Wheelchair Association, and it's 8 of them. So my mother was a full-time wheelchair user, and they used to bring her to the services and bring her out for days out. So, and obviously my own disability, I limited mobility, incomplete paraplegia. So I have limited mobility from the upper chest down, basically my nipple lying down.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I said my nipple is lying down. But anyways, so I said, like, I'll just do it and throw it up and see what happens, and I'll start training, and got a personal trainer to come out to my house, and we're doing it all and just trying to build up to 5K and try and get it done. Well, I'm not going to build up to 5K and then do 5K.
Yeah.
Because that'll probably kill me. If I get to like 3K on the bike, I'll be like, okay, I can do it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then the response has been unbelievable. I think it's up to 24 grand now.
I thought it was 25 or something. Yeah, I seen it. Your goal was out to a grand, and then it went up because I kept seeing on the Instagram that every time we reached a goal, you were like, "Come on, we can do more, we can do more."
Yeah.
And it's nice to have that fan base that. And I see as well Tyson Fury and Ricky Hatton and everything sending messages and stuff like that. And I'd say getting that off these type of guys that I know Tyson Fury is really inspirational. What he's like done and what he's been through and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd say that is just, it makes you push more. Like it wants you to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like he'd be inundated with things like that, and people like that, people that are inundated, they're less likely to do them because they'll feel really guilty then that they can't do like the one for the other woman that messaged him, or the other fella that was onto him, you know what I mean? But then like I get a lot of them too, and you have to kind of pick and choose sometimes because you get so many of them, and you wouldn't like, he'd probably have to do 2,000 of them a day, you know what I mean? Like, so you couldn't, like, you know what I mean? And you do feel guilty, but like I try and do as many as I can, and you know, if like it doesn't take that long, you know, because I'll do a quick one and throw it back to them and as a message, and they can download it or whatever. So but it's amazing that like they're obviously busy as hell, you know what I mean? And Sean Kelly, the cyclist Tour de France guy, he's going doing it with me.
Jeez,
so like
that's fucking I've seen that as well. That's mad, isn't it?
I was trying to get Stephen Roach, but he's quarantined in Monaco, so he can't do it. But his son Nicholas said they might do some kind of like 5K online virtual thing. So that'd be brilliant as well. So that'd, you know, keep the donations going. So it's 3 weeks today, and we've raised 24.5 grand already. So
Jesus Christ,
you know, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean?
And what's it like around the like the area that you live in? And so is a lot of people coming out supporting and stuff as well? Like,
definitely.
It's so good, isn't it, when like literally the whole estate, the community come together and they see something, like, especially during the time like this as well, with quarantine, like when people are having birthday parties, or you know, there's people outside in their gardens. I like that. I think it's really nice. It's a nice gesture.
Yeah, there's a camaraderie in it, isn't there? And it's especially more noticeable in working class areas. Yeah. Like where I'm from. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of out and everyone's shouting over, you know what I mean? Good luck with the old cycle, Stevo, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's nice, you know what I mean? Because it's a rough enough whole area. Like, and you know, it's nicer for the last 7 weeks. You know what I mean? People are genuinely nicer and things. And well, people are usually good to us. We had an incident yesterday where we were basically attacked, more or less, verbally attacked. Then he chased me in the car, tried to pull me out of the car, push Sinead, just because he walked past and he thought it was outside Sinead's house in our own estate, and thought he had the right to say, there's that faggoty bastard with his faggoty girlfriend in his faggoty car. Yeah.
Jealousy, is it? Just all jealousy, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? There's absolutely no need for that, man. You know what I mean?
Not. Then people like that, right? I guarantee you, people like that when he was like younger or something like that, was he a teenager or was he like an adult? What was he, an adult?
He would have been 30 odd or something. You know what I mean?
I guarantee you, when he was younger, literally by the shops, doing drugs, doing whatever he wants, and you knowing that fuck, my life's not going to get anywhere because I'm hanging out with these type of fellas, these type of boys, and I'm not doing anything with me. But like so yourself, you've done a video. You went out 5 years ago. You done a video. You said, "Come here, we do this for a bit of crack." You saw it, notice, you got noticed from it, and you continued to do it. But I know for a fact that. You said that you were weary and you didn't know what to do, so you stopped for a while. But I know for a fact that you enjoy doing, because it does bring joy to people and it does give people a laugh, and even through hard times as well. So I'd say you'd love doing the videos, like, because of that.
Oh yeah, sometimes like myself and Sinead can be down, like. I would start working out a video and just go, what if I said this and you respond this? If you go, oh, Michael, you could blah, blah, blah. And then I'll go, Kathleen, no, what's that? And like, we'd start laughing, or Sinead would say something stupid when she starts recording, and I'll go into fits of laughter. So we're trying to get back to that initial phase where it's not work. We're doing them for fun. Yeah. Because we're starting to stop giving because views all around in Facebook anyway, videos have dropped. Like,
Yeah.
I get more views now on Twitter and Instagram than I do on Facebook.
Why is
And
that?
that's absurd.
Why is that?
I
Like,
haven't a
it's
clue.
like,
Facebook is
I don't have a
killing.
clue. Yeah.
Facebook is killing itself.
Yeah.
Slowly killing itself. It
Yeah.
wants you to boost everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's sad because like Twitter was my least one.
Yeah. I don't get it.
And
I don't get it.
YouTube was second close to that, and then Instagram I get a good, and then Facebook was way up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now Facebook is down at my like third, and
Jesus.
it's killing it. They're killing their own like medium. You know what I mean?
Did
And
you
it's
ever
sad.
meet? Did you ever meet up with Facebook? Did you ever get invited to any events and you could have gave your like could have gave your
No, I wouldn't go.
No.
I'm not one of them people. I don't consider myself a content creator. I don't consider myself one of those people. I don't consider myself a YouTuber or a TikToker. I don't give myself that title because it's poncy.
Yeah.
It's poncy in my opinion. I'm just a fella that makes videos in the car, and so be it, and tries to bring a bit of laugh to good fucking decent working class people in the UK and Ireland, and that's what I want. I don't want to be involved in the poncy world. I'm not one of them people. I'm not fake. I can't be.
Yeah.
If I was revolving around in them circles, I hate those people. I hate them. I hate a lot of Dublin people that change their accent to get ahead in radio.
Yeah.
You're not being true to
Yeah, I
yourself.
get you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't believe in that shit. Like, you know, I know I constantly have to be told when I'm doing an interview, don't curse and all this, and I can talk without cursing, but in my regular day, I curse a lot.
Yeah.
And that's just me, and that's the area where I come from. You just do that. Like, I'm not going to change. Like, I'm not going to go, oh, hi, it's Stevo here. Welcome to the new video.
Hi,
You know
how's it going? It's
yeah, like obviously sometimes I'll try and speak a bit clearly. You know, when I'm doing a cycle for the Irish Wheelchair Association. I'd like you to help doing it, but it's not far from my accent. I'm just speaking a bit slower and clearer. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it'd be like I'd hate myself if I ended up doing that, you know, and becoming that.
You won't be able to watch yourself, or listening to yourself, or
I'd be mortified.
You're not being true to you. You're being fake. Yeah, I understand.
And you see it a lot with Dublin people, and you probably know a lot of these people that, you know, they turn it on for the radio, and you're like,
come here, they have to.
You don't speak like that. You know what I mean?
They think they have to. Yeah, exactly. They don't. Yeah, I think
it's almost like in mid-colonial times where native Irish speakers or people that spoke Irish and English, they'd have to learn English to get ahead in that society, because you wouldn't get a job if you were only an Irish speaker.
Yeah.
You know, you were seen as a savage and backwards. So to be a member of the elite, you had to speak English and put on a nice English accent, you know, to get ahead in life. And I see it as the similar thing. Yeah. And a lot of the elites of Dublin will come from that Anglo-Irish background anyway, but let's not get involved in Fine Gael politics.
We will not. We'll keep that to a fucking minimum. I see that on videos, and you have your opinions on that, and so I'm not
slag everyone. People will go like, why aren't you giving out about Sinn Féin? And I'm like, I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, an IRA supporter. No, I slag the IRA, I slag the UDA. I slag everyone. I'm not going to know my politics because I'm not going to fucking be vocal about
I'm
them.
not interested in that at all. I know that to a certain
that's
degree
not my place.
to.
If I'm running for as a politician, maybe in the future I'd do something like that. But I couldn't see myself doing that either. So
yeah, okay. But yeah. So when you were saying to it, you were in the car with you and Sinead, and you just go back and forward, and you are going through things, and you just laugh. Isn't it so handy, so helpful when you have someone right there beside you? And like, like that'd be like me and my girlfriend. Like if I'm doing comedy sketches or so, she'd sit down with me, we go over the script or something, and she'll tell me straight out if that's funny or not. If she thinks it's funny, she's from County Offaly, and so I'm from Dublin, so we have a kind of a fucking
a fine Midlands Offaly accent.
Yeah.
Fella.
So
there's Sinead now actually driving along. She's coming over interrupting the interview.
That's all right. It's grand.
Whoa. She's actually coming over now. Do you want to come in and say hi? All right. Will you get me a drink? I want a
fizzy orange.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yes, please. I will. Love you. Bye-bye.
I don't know why, but right there, I don't know why, but the way you said that and you done that, you reminded me of Brendan O'Carroll. I don't know why. I don't fucking know why. I don't know why, but you just did. It's like, I love you. I don't know why. But I do want to talk about as well is that you make comedy videos and you also do the stand-up shows for yourself, but you also made a music video as well.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And
I was going through a really hard time. I was going through massive panic attacks and just couldn't get rid of them. And I had a massive one in Dublin that lasted 2 hours. And
Jesus.
I wanted to end it, but I wanted to kill myself. Like I wanted to drive into the wall at the Liffey and hopefully go through and drown.
Yeah.
But the panic attack was so severe that my legs were shaking.
Jesus.
And when my legs shake, I get spasms anyway. So they were shaking uncontrollably. So I was having a panic attack that was so bad I wanted to kill myself. But because the panic attack was so bad, I couldn't fucking start the car to drive it into the wall to kill myself.
Yeah.
So I was left in a fucking paradoxical situation of manic panic. So after that, then I couldn't leave the house. I could barely go to the toilet without getting panicky because my heart beat would start racing every time like I even sat up out of the bed or anything. So I just said like, I have to fucking, you know what I mean? I have to do something like, and so I put all my effort into writing a song. So I started working on the song, fucking basically recorded it in my room, wrote it, recorded it, and done everything in my room and released it. And it went to #1 on the iTunes chart in Ireland.
Fucking deadly.
Fucking deadly, yeah. 500 or 600 quid. So yeah, it was kind of a mad achievement, and it kind of everyone was thinking like, because I do a bit of rap anyway, and everyone was thinking like when Stevo comes out with a first rap song. Obviously, because what he does, it's going to be like Eminem-esque.
Yeah.
And then when they listened to it, and they were like, "Oh fuck, this is probably the most depressing rap song I've heard in my life."
Yeah.
And they just
true. That's what rap is. It's not fucking truth.
But they just were not expecting it. And I put it up on YouTube, and I was expecting everything to be negative, and they were like, "Holy fuck, you can actually rap!" And I was like, "That's nice," because YouTube.
Bit more confidence there. Fucking like, give me that.
Yeah, because YouTube comments can be slaughtered. You know what I mean? So,
fucking they can be horrible. I think it's probably the worst platform for if there's any negative comments.
Mine's not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad, I suppose. You kind of cut it out now because you just block them. You just fucking block them. Yeah. Or you publicly call them out and wait for them to get 1,000 negative messages and lose their job. And I'm of the thinking, if you wouldn't say it to someone's face in the street, don't say it on Facebook. And if you do say it on Facebook, be ready for someone to approach you on
confront
the street.
You,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's as easy as that. Because I've got into so many arguments. Like a fella jumped out in front of my car one day, called me a cripple, and threatened to throw a bottle through my windscreen.
And what was the reason? Like, what was the reason? Like, do you even know the reason? Like, no. Because it's.
And my brother went over and grabbed him. Was going to kick him to death, and he started crying and go, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know. And it's like, what did you do it for? See,
I didn't notice. That's what it is, man.
They walk around. They never get a comeuppance.
Yeah.
They walk around saying things to people and being negative to people and pushing old people in the street and being an absolute bollocks. And there's no comeback from it. Like when I was young growing up in my area, if you went down the road and called someone a faggot, you're getting kicked to death.
Yeah.
And rightly so. Yeah. And if you went back to your old one crying, she'd go, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
"I called a fella bad." Well, then you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You learn, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, so that was the way it was. Like, you kept your head down and you slagged your friends. You kept away from the boys that you know would batter you to death.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. I was from my area. I live in like a little granny flat now, about a year, but my mum and dad's literally about 10-15 minutes on the road. But where I live in Clondalkin. Down and that's a rough fucking area. Like, if you go around calling people a faggot or something like that as well, you're gonna get beaten, especially if you say
and rightly so. Yeah. And rightly so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's respect. There's respect. Everybody respects each other. Anyone gets not out of line, but anybody doesn't respect anybody, and so either stay away from that gobshite or that fella's gonna get his head kicked.
Yeah.
In.
It's the same thing with like going into jail. Speaking from personal experience too. You don't go in there acting like you own the place. You go in and keep your head down and talk to the people you know and just get on with it and do your time and get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no like.
I wouldn't be able to go to jail. I wouldn't be able to.
You never know.
Just one. I'd be one big gaping hole.
I fucking wouldn't be able to go now anyway. I'll tell you that. You'd probably have fucking steps into the cell, and I'd be sitting there in the wheelchair.
Are you fucking for real? Go on, go up. It's like fuck off. But yeah, I also wanted to talk about as well is for the 5K run inside that and when you were preparing for it, what is your day consumed as now? Do you have a routine that you do now that when throughout the day for the next 3 weeks?
I was practicing on the old bike, but I got a new bike from local business which is a hybrid. It's not as cool looking as my old GT.
They're good though.
Yeah, way more comfortable because my legs weren't giving me pain. But I mightn't feel that anyway. But my shoulders, neck, and upper arms were killing me. Absolutely killing me. So this is higher up now.
Yeah.
And it's 100% difference, like when you're out cycling it. It's amazing just changing the shape of a bike, tilting back that stem a bit, you know what I mean? Tilting the saddle a bit, what a difference it can make. So now I'm not really out on the bike. I don't go out unless my trainer is there. So maybe 2-3 days a week we go out on the bike. The rest I'm doing 1K twice a day. So
Jesus Christ. And there's me complaining about
Build
I
up
started
stamina,
going and
build up.
jogging. I'm there complaining about fucking jogging. Seriously. I have no fucking complaints at all. I shouldn't be complaining.
But the thing is, like, if someone paid me to do what I'm doing, I wouldn't do it.
No.
It's because when you feel like you have to do something, there's more pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you were to read a book that you wanted to read and you didn't have to read it, you're more likely to read it. If someone tells you should watch this program or tells it to me, I won't watch it. If I find it myself and discover it myself, I'm more likely to watch it.
Yeah.
If someone's badgering me to do something, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think it's like there's no better feeling than doing something to help someone or just legitimately helping someone.
Yeah.
Like I've went into the hospital visiting people that had similar accidents to mine, and there's no better feeling than doing that. Like that's priceless. That shit. You know what I mean? That's to have people like kind of like speaking about you in that way instead of in a negative way is a brilliant thing. Like, but you're never going to keep people happy anyway. Because if I became really successful and wealthy, and tomorrow I put up a thing, I'm going to donate $1 million to the nurses or whatever, the HSE. Someone will go, why didn't you donate too?
I know.
You know
I fucking hate that. There's always something they pick out.
Yeah, people were ranting about my GoFundMe and like, and I was like, what? Here, send me the GoFundMe link for your thing, and I'll donate to it. And then they're like, I don't need to do that. I'm not doing it for like publicity, and I'm not really getting publicity out of it. Like, I'm breaking my arse, not even physically trying to do it, but the amount of people I'm ringing and contacting and emailing, trying to get links for this person, that person. Like half my days filled up doing interviews and phone calls and Zooms and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there's more work involved in that sense than the actual physical work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And trying to get it out there, because obviously I want to raise as much as possible, and like I want to do it to make my mother proud, well, post proud, because look, she's dead, she can't be proud. I don't believe in heaven, I'm not religious, but like just in her memory, you know what I mean, to push, and that's what I want to do with her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's a good reason. That's a really good reason to do it anyway. So for the likes of that, right, we're going to get into the last segment now. And this is my favorite, and after what you just said, I don't think it's going to be useful, but here we go, guys. This is the brand new segment. We've done it a few more times already. This is called Ghost Stories. Ooh, scary. Right, so this is my favorite fucking segment, right? This is the only segment I have this on Instagram, right? And basically, I have two questions for you. One, do you believe in afterlife, or do you believe in ghosts or anything like that? And two, have you ever experienced something like that, or anything like freaky that you could share?
Shit, this is going to be a fast segment, like, because it's no and no. You know what I mean? It's
I'm so disappointed. I fucking love hearing this stuff. I'm so
no, because I'm a geek. Like I love physics. I love astrophysics. I love, I'm a pure geek. I'm a pure science head. So it's just no. Like if I was that way. If I was that way inclined, then I would, because the creak in the room when I'm going to sleep would be interpreted as something
I get you.
phantasmic. You know what I mean? But because I'm not, I just go, see, scientists never see ghosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that way. So like, I'm not dismissing it, but if the evidence was there, then I'd look into it.
Yeah.
But the evidence is always like a fuzzy picture or a video that's clearly photoshopped or digitally, manipulated. So you know what I mean? I'm not close-minded enough to rule it out, but I'm not open-minded enough to believe every crap that's thrown up on the internet. You know what I mean? So
I just love the thought of it, man. I just love the thought of it.
I love the thought of it. I love, like, there's no weirder feeling than like when I was a kid being up the fields on your own in the dark.
Yeah. Like
you'd be freaked out of your tits in case something happened. And when I was young, I watched The Exorcist when I was about 12. I was shitting myself. I thought the devil was going to come out under the bed for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I was terrified. My parents would go out to the pub and I'd be minding my two younger brothers while they were asleep. And I'd be like, fuck, when's damn I'm going to go home? I'm going to get fucking like, taken by a demon or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I'd love it to be. Like I'd love to know as well that my loved ones are up in heaven and being looked after. But
It's not just what
They're
that's not what
gone.
you think. You know, they're gone.
They're
They're
gone.
wherever they are, and that's it. That's all right though. That's grand. Everybody believes in different things. You know, I kind of half. I'd love to believe that after this, it's somewhere else. It's like to me, it's like
Yeah.
this is a waiting room. We're all fucking here, and then after we're going on to the actual place.
I'd love the Viking version, man. Valhalla. You know what I mean? The heroic fucking heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going down the river Styx, man, and that's the shit. That's the shit you want. You know what I mean? That's the heaven I want to go to.
Well, there you go. It's okay. A few people already said as well. They go, nah, more. I believe in science. I believe, and it's okay if you don't have anything to say. It's grand. Honestly, I just love hearing them. I love horror films. I love when it's creepy stuff.
Yeah. I still love horror films, and I still shit myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My girlfriend now, she'd always have like the answers that I'm not scared of this horror film because of this and this. Like she always has the answers to it, and I just rather more fucking watch it and get scared. I miss it when I'm a kid.
I'm like your girlfriend. Then even watching a comedy movie or a science movie, I'm like that's physically impossible. Yeah. How could a bullet send a person flying? The bullet would have to be going at a certain speed to hit the body, but then it would go through it because the velocity would be.
Would Sinead be the same? Would Sinead be the same? Like the way Nicola would, the way I would be like.
Yeah, Sinead would be like you. Just shut up and watch the film. You know what I mean?
I'd be bang on. It's fucking deadly. Like I wouldn't talk.
Why do you have to ruin film, Stevo? And I'm like, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I say that to her. I'll go, shut up, will you? I just fucking
like American comedies, man. I find them the most unfunny crap I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't deal with them.
Fair
you know what
enough.
I mean? Because they're foreign to us. Like growing up in the 80s in Ireland, before the Unbelievables came along and Father Ted, we had nothing which replicated our culture. We watched American and English sitcoms like Fawlty Towers and Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
You could laugh at it, you could relate to it, but you could only partially relate to it because we didn't have neighbours like Del Boy. But when the Unbelievables came along and Father Ted came along, oh, that's like your one, that's like him. It put us into a place where we could 100% relate to those people. You know what I mean? And that was a good thing. So, like, I don't even know many Americans to relate to their culture enough to find what they find culturally funny, culturally relatable in a comic sense to me. Jesus, I'm going off on a philosophical rant there. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I couldn't relate to someone like Phoebe because I don't know someone who is like a Phoebe. I don't have a Phoebe. Don't have a neighbour Phoebe. Mary down the road or Bridie is not like Phoebe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
Don't relate to it. You know what I
mean? Well, instead of all the ghost stories and stuff, I can even ask you, out of these three films, what would be your favourite film? The Commitments, The Van, or The Snapper? What would be your favourite film?
Boys.
That's it. That come here, because they're the three. Like we all are Irish people, iconic. They're the three best Irish films. I think, like in my opinion, that we have. Like so, what like to you? What would be your favourite?
It'd probably be The Commitments because the music element too, and because me and my friends to this day still quote pieces from it, like Jesus on a fucking Suzuki, things like that. You know what I mean? But then again, there's always the like, are you all right, Sharon, to everyone you know named Sharon. You know what I mean? So they're just iconic, but I will go with The Commitments. Have to go with The Commitments.
Good answer. Right, well, come here. That is it for this interview. So, thank you very much for coming on. Anyway, and,
thank you, man, for having me. I
honestly, when I texted you and you said I was like, holy fuck. And I know you're probably like, come here. I'm just a normal fella. Like I have my own things to do, but if you can't, if I will, I will. But I just want to say thank you very much for coming on. And
you're very welcome, man. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it a lot, man.
Is there anything you'd like to plug for the people that are watching now that they could probably go on? I can leave links down in the description below.
Just the 5K cycle, just the charity, man. Just to get that out there and get as much like donations as possible. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it, really.
It starts off. Then donation start off at 5, isn't it? That's the start off point, and then whatever you want to add.
I'm not sure what you can donate.
I had €4.58 in my bank, and I was going to put €4, and it said maximum is 5 or something. I was like, bollocks! So I had to wait till I get paid.
Yeah, it's a bit miserable too, isn't it? Yeah. Especially in these hard times, like. Because every euro counts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I didn't know that now, but it's a bit miserable.
It's all right. It's grand. Sorry. About 5 would be grand. But anyway, guys, so this has been episode 50 of the All Right Podcast. Remember, it's not the best podcast, but it's not the worst podcast. It's just an All Right Podcast. Guys, thanks for watching. Peace.